I am reminded of a story which is taught in many management institutes. This is regarding decision making process. The name of the story is Train, Track and Children. The story given here is quite interesting and really gives us an insight into decision making. A group of children were playing near two railway tracks, one still in use while the other one was disused. Only one child played on the disused track, the rest were playing on the operational track. The train came and you were just beside the track interchange. You could make the train change its course to the disused track and save most of the kids. Which one will you choose? However, directing the train onto the disused track would mean that lone child playing by the disused track would be sacrificed. Or would you rather let the train go its way? Let us take a pause to think what kind of decision we could make. Which one will you choose? Analyze the situation, think and reflect, decide your answer, and now go ahead. Most people might choose to divert the course of the train and sacrifice only one child. To save most of the children at the expense of only one child was a rational decision most people would make morally and emotionally. But have you ever thought that the child choosing to play on the disused track had in fact made the right decision to play at a safe place? Nevertheless, he had to be sacrificed because of his ignorant friends who chose to play where the danger was. This kind of dilemma happens around us every day. In the office community, in politics, and especially in a democratic society, the minority is often sacrificed for the interest of the majority, no matter how foolish or ignorant the majority are and how far-sighted and wise the minority is. Which one will you choose? The child who chose not to play with the rest on the operational track was sidelined, and in the case he was sacrificed, no one would shed a tear for him. To make the proper decision is not try to change the course of the train, because the kids playing on the operational track should have known very well that track was still in use and they would run away if they heard the train's siren. But if the train was diverted, that lone child would definitely die because he never thought the train could come over to that track. Moreover, that track was not in use, probably it was not safe. If the train was diverted to the disused track, we could put the lives of all passengers on board at stake. And in your attempt to save a few kids by sacrificing one child, you might end up sacrificing hundreds of people to save few kids. While we are all aware that life is full of tough decisions that need to be made, we may not realize that hasty decisions may not always be the right one. Remember, what is right isn't always popular, and what is popular isn't always right. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my channel for more insightful topics. Have a good day.